Hey there everyone, it's Joe from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au, selling you the best bullion bars and coins shipped to you worldwide from Melbourne in Australia. This is your weekly price analysis for the precious metals, where we take a look at the big four: gold, silver, platinum and palladium. Of course, head over to youtube.com/bullionnow. About 10 subscribers off the magic 8,000. Well, it's not that magic, we'd rather 10,000, but 8,000, we'll take it for sure. So get us over the line, over 8,000. Hit the big red subscribe button right here to join the family. We are absolutely the winning team. I keep saying it every week, and it keeps being true every week. So let's take a look at gold. We will not be doing, for sake of time today, been very busy in the store. Been serving a lot of customers, so I'm doing this at the end of the day. Will not be looking at gold and silver in Australian dollars at this time. Sorry, Aussies, but we're just going to focus on the US price. So gold in USD, of course, we're using the tradingview.com website, priced in USD, currently hovering at 1880. Last week, I was specifically talking about the line in the sand for me was about 1880, where I said if we broke below that, I then thought we'd be seeing lower prices from there. I'm of the opinion that this is much more in play now than before, since we have broken through that 1880 mark. Again, none of this is financial advice, of course, and I could absolutely 100% be wrong. It is just my personal opinion. But it doesn't mean it's definitely 100% going to go to that 1800 to 1750 level, but it's more in play than it was a week ago. So currently we did break down through that 1880 level all the way down to, where are we, 1858, 1860 roughly, and I think it's a little bit of resistance at this point, this 1880 level. We'll see what happens in the next week or so. In particular, and I want your opinion on this as well, maybe you can post a comment below. Where do you think the price is going to go after the election? Or where do you think the price will go depending on who wins? What's your opinion? That's the big one at the moment as of what's going to happen this week. I am not saying giving you any kind of guess or where I think the price is going to go. So it really does depend on what the election does, I think. So where do you think that's going to go? You're welcome to give your own opinion, so pop a comment below. But that's where we've come from in the last week or so. We're just currently in a bit of a consolidation period right here. So as I said before, that's my feeling, is that because we have broken through that 1880 level right there, this downwards price target is a little bit more in play at the moment. But let's take a look at the weekly. Although I must say, look, on the weekly, it's looking not too bad. We're in quite oversold territory on the relative strength index. If we take a look on the monthly, and I might need to get rid of a whole bunch of different trend lines and whatnot, because we're just at the start of the month, we have a tiny small green candle. Could this be it? Could this be all guns blazing after the election is happening? Could we see a big uptick? Could this be an absolute green candle month? I really don't know. Either way, really does depend what happens on Wednesday, our time. So for the price targets, though, I do have those already drawn in, as you can see. Not a lot to tell as of last time and the time before that, and I think the time before that. Between $1,800 to $1,750 is my price target in the medium term if we continue to move down. If we continue to move down from there, if $1,750 is not the floor, then I'll talk about what my next price targets are, but we'll wait to see where the price goes first. And of course, these are my price targets moving higher. I've got them in at 1955, 1960, I think it was last time. And the $2,000 level, of course, the previous all-time high of 2,075 right there. That's gold. Told you I'm going to keep it very, very brief. Not a lot to tell you. It really does depend what the election is going to do. Again, I really want to know your opinion. Who do you think is going to win, and where do you think the price would go in after that? So let's look at silver. Silver, we are not out of the woods, as I said last week. We have yet to really break up through this downtrend line right here. It has been a level of resistance, as you can see. It tried, it was a fake out, and we headed back down. So we're not out of the woods yet. looks like it's consolidating through time. The more it consolidates through time, rather than having big dips, then the more likely it is that we break to the upside. But we are not out of the woods by any stretch of the means. And I can tell you again, I've told you last couple of analyses, but if you're new to these and you're watching this for the first time, pause this video and it gives you my price targets moving lower and my price targets moving higher. Price targets moving lower, somewhere between $19.80 US and $19 US is my target moving down if we break down from here. And moving higher, we have to get through a couple of key trend lines. Again, I'll just get you to pause it because I don't want to keep repeating myself to all the regular subscribers who have heard this quite a few times now over the last few weeks. But you can just pause the video. Let me put it out to the monthly is maybe an easier idea. Put out to the monthly and you can pause this video and look at the blue horizontal lines. They are my next lines in the sand, although I am going to get rid of this one. I think I keep getting rid of it and it keeps popping back in. So this is going to be my next one. All right, here you can see it's actually a Fibonacci level, but I'll just pop that in there and make it a blue one anyway. That's at around about your $35 level, and of course pretty easy to spot that sort of $44, $45 level. The next two big resistance levels, and of course $50. God, the day is going to be so sweet when we hit that, isn't it? And the price in Australian dollars will be much higher than $50. But again, I'm not doing Australian dollars today. So prices moving lower and prices moving higher. Those are my targets. That is silver. Let's look at good old platinum. Platinum, we've actually seen a downwards move. We are skirting this area right here. Let me show you. We're making a play for it at around about this level here of 850. Have yet to break down. That's a big line in the sand, $850. If we break down through there, the next level we would be moving to is around about $790. As you can see that's that's actually quite a few. 1, 2 levels of resistance and then 1, 2 levels of previous support. So that's a big line in the sand. The next one at $790. That would be my next price target moving down if we break down through the $850 level in US dollar terms. And moving higher, again, you can just pause this video and those are my price targets. I'm actually going to get rid of, I will actually lower it. I'm going to lower it to right here. You can pause that again. So around about $985 is a level of resistance if we break up and just keep going up in the next number of days and weeks. And of course this one right here at $1,050. But that's it. As I said, really short and sharp. This week really depends on what the election is going to do. That is XPT for platinum. I'm not going to give you my opinion as to where it's going to go, as I said, for my reasons I've already mentioned. And palladium. In the last 7 days, we have come from a high of around about 2,330 roughly. We tried to break up, and I was talking about this particular trend line. I think I drew it in last time, but it did not. It broke, I think, something like that. But we can see a very clear break of the trend, and we've broken down further to a low of around about 2,190 US dollars. You can see that's a line in the sand right there. That's now 2 levels of support, and that was a previous level of support here, becoming resistance right there at 2,250. I'm going to remove that for the moment. I'm going to say that this is now the line in the sand at around about $2,180 roughly. So breaking down through there, my next price target moving down would be $2,025, and breaking down from there is $1,825. That's a big if we are breaking down. And of course, again, you can just pause this video for the price targets moving higher right there and right there. That is palladium. I think that's pretty much it. Really, really short and sharp today. Again, because we got to find out what's going to happen on November the 3rd in the US, technically November the 4th here in Australia, Melbourne Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Tell us what you think. We really want to know. Give us your opinions. Where do you think the price is going to go with the election? Want a bit of excited yet polite speculation on where you think who's going to win and where you think the price is going to go. So do it below this video and we'll get a bit of back and forth. You can interact with each other and we might even post some comments as well. That's it, gang. Of course, like, share, subscribe. That's the big one. Get us over the $8,000 mark. I'm going to be looking forward to doing next week's one based on what's happening with the election. It's going to be a fun week, I think. Good luck to everyone. And that's it. Join the website, of course. Head over bullionnow.com.au and get purchasing the best bullion bars and coins. Take it easy, and we'll speak to you soon.